Hello, my name is Becky Fesler. Welcome to the tour of my Virtual Learnings Commons. My fictional school for this assignment is Einstein Elementary School. Let's see, over here at the top, just as a general, here's our Media Center, which is our homepage, Reading Corner, Art Gallery, just for kids, and then the Teacher's Lounge. So you'll notice right here in the dead center, I have the library catalog, and that's for easy access. You'll click on that. It'll bring you over to the school's Destiny calendar, catalog. All right, and then they'll select their school from there. Let's go back over here. The school, just scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see our student resources. These are your most common databases the children will use. And over here is the San Francisco Public Library. Since our school is located in that area, this is their closest public library system. That'll encourage their access to their public library after school and during the summertime. Then over here on the right, you have their student clubs. They have a book club, art club, robotics club, yearbooks. You click on one of the buttons here, and that will lead you to one of the student-led blogs. This will be primarily maintained by their teacher sponsor for that club. But this will be a way for them to mark like notes from their meetings, what events they're going on, just kind of an additional interactive feature for the school clubs. Go back over here. You scroll down, you'll have your general library policies. And here's your location of your library hours, and your library media specialist and Facebook contact info. Scroll back up, go over here to the reading corner. This is where mainly most of your literacy information is going to be found. Over here on the left, you'll have the new books for the month of July. These are all available in your local school library for checkout use. Over here on the right, here's a Goodreads widget. These are all books that Mrs. Festerly has personally read and recommends to her students. If you were to want to click on one of them, you can go in and read her reviews that she's written for these books. You scroll down, there's your Children's Sequoia Master List. Over here on the right, you have Online Reading Fun. You have a link to, there's Bookopolis, the Stacks, Storyline Online. I found a couple of links to free ebooks for kids, and those are pretty neat. You scroll down, here's authors and illustrators. This one here, I found this one that I haven't seen before. It's for video interviews of authors and illustrators. So the kids might be interested in that. Here's where I thought I'd put some favorite authors for children. They can go and research their favorite author. Here's Jan Brett's website. You can read about her storybook. Some of the children's authors will have like games and videos and things like that they can watch. So go back over here. There's just your basic 5-finger rule for the elementary age kids. Let's scroll back up and go over here. Here's a fun feature. It's just called the Art Gallery. Here's where the art teacher, classroom teacher, whoever, can send pictures of their child's art, and I can post them up here to the school art wall. I can scroll by and just kind of brag to grandma or whatever, and go look at the website and see my latest artwork. It can go down quite a bit and just change it out periodically. Next over, we have Just for Kids. This is where all of your like makerspace, virtual makerspace, educational games, links that the kids will need to use for more of like a hands-on activities, not strictly literacy based. You'll have your math and science games, your language arts games. You have like typing games, music and art games. Your popular favorites, which would be Starval, FunBrain, BBS Kids. Down here you'll have your more serious virtual makerspace. These are websites to make learning fun. You'll create newspaper generators, Kids can create their own blogs, create their own comic books, videos, and some video games too, of course. But then over here, you'll have your learning resources, and that's where they have like tutorials, both like step-by-step tutorials and video tutorials. Lisa explains it all. She has some video tutorials, and this is just a how to draw tutorial website. They both look pretty neat, but you can also, add on to this list quite a bit. Okay, let's scroll back up here. Go over here to Teachers Lounge. This here is intended for teachers to help submit to. It's resources for teachers by teachers is what I'm calling it. Kind of scroll down. These are things that teachers will need on a pretty regular basis. These are your teaching standards over here, Common Core and so on, California state standards. Then ours for a school librarian, of course. Kind of scroll down here a little bit. This is Einstein's shared Pinterest board. Thought this is kind of cool. I actually have one of these for work to where our programming librarians can share ideas and add it to the same Pinterest board. So you'll notice there's like teaching lessons, templates for teachers, all kinds of stuff on here. Games to play in the classroom. All right, just kind of make a circle here. We have Einstein staff calendar. I thought this would be good for them to like reserve the computer lab, reserve iPads, whatever meeting rooms that they need to do. It'd be useful for that. Scroll back up a little bit. You've got your online resources. This would be printable templates for classroom use. So lab book templates, reading folders, lesson plan templates. This one's pretty neat. You can click on this link. It's a K-12 reader. I found this when I was researching templates for our unit teaching assignment. Scroll down here, and they actually have quite a few to choose from. So you can go back over there. Next, you'll have videos and tutorials. These would be quick links to TeacherTube, which is YouTube for teachers, Khan Academy. Love that one for any kind of math needs. They also have some history and economics on there as well. This would be where like your technology tutorials and things like that would go. Okay, let's scroll back up here. Now lesson plans. Once a teacher submit a lesson plan, be very quick to just pop it in here and turn it into a link. You can either create a new page and add a link, or you can actually just connect a document to one of these links. This Career Day Teaching Unit by Miss Fesler. That is where my teaching unit is going to be linked up. We'll just select this link to see where it goes. So for the time being, I just went ahead and popped in our instructions for the Virtual Learnings Commons. And this is pretty neat. You can kind of scroll down here and then view your teaching unit or whatever document you have to put up here. Let's see, the Knowledge Building Center. I kind of used that, incorporated that as far as a combination of the Teachers Lounge and the Just for Kids area. And even for that matter, the blogs over for the student clubs could be considered part of that Virtual Learnings Commons and Knowledge Building Center. There's several links on my website for interactive elements. I think that's about it. I really enjoyed learning how to use Weebly. It has its quirks, but overall it's pretty user-friendly. Kind of scroll back up here. Go back over here to our home page, which is the Media Center. And there we are. That concludes our tour of the Virtual Media Center.